Let me take this caller who's been so patient. Caller, you're live on the air. What's your name, comment, and or question?
Is this me, Umar from Brooklyn?
Umar, thanks for your patience, man. What's on your mind?
Okay, and I'm only focusing on that video right now, and I'm talking to everybody who can hear my voice. Look, we need to share and reshare because that young lady gave us an opportunity. The news I was reading was the scrambling. Oh my goodness, I could not believe the scrambling and how she hurried up and said, "Oh, I regretted that." And that doesn't
that's
fly.
coming up. Yep.
And we can't let it fly. And that young lady had a hashtag on that banner. She sort of said, hashtag, I am not a super predator. And we need to do that. We need to viral that. I'm just saying, everybody on this thing who's listening, who's down, make this thing go viral because, quite honestly speaking, Hillary needs to be hammered. The difference between Hillary voting for the crime bill and Bernie voting for the crime bill is Bernie would have sat back and said, okay, yes, this is why. How I know that it was because of that, because at the time it was a little confusing, especially when it came up because we were fighting it. But he explained it. And listen, they had caveats in there. That Protection Against Women Act. He said it. He was asked and he explained it. Hillary was dismissive. And that's exactly, if you recall the first time Black Lives Matter came up with Hillary, she did the exact same thing. That dismissive attitude, but people were treating her like, oh, but she treated them so nice.
No.
And then the article slanted to, because I remember the article, to how Hillary is teaching them how to protest. Oh, I hate that. But we have to take this opportunity. We have to every time we're confronted by a Hillary bot, we need to, oh, by the way, this video, what about that?
Right.
How do you explain that? Because I remember last night when Anoa was saying that maybe, what was that actress's name? My favorite actress.
Angela Bassett.
Angela Bassett was surprised and that was pointed out. My point was, no, Morgan Freeman, Angela Bassett, they were all involved with pushing Clinton then. And then I remember the backlash when she made that comment.
Right.
So they know. So how are you giving her a pass on this? How? No, okay, my point is progressive army. Share, overshare, troll this bad boy. Become annoying with it. We have to do what the other side does. And this is truth.
Right.
So we're not spouting a lie. We're not pushing a bad narrative. We're putting out the truth.
The truth.
It needs to be viral. That's what I have to say.
Umar, thanks so much for the call. I agree with you 100%. There is no attack in this. This is her self-inflicted wound. She did this to herself. She should have. That was an opportunity for Hillary Clinton to win every single black vote, period. If Hillary Clinton hadn't been so absorbed into her presentation to recognize that this could have been a phenomenal opportunity to seal the deal, to apologize right then and there, then I don't really think she has the political acumen that people think she has. Because I would have been Johnny on the spot. I would have been Johnny on the spot and said, you know what, when I think about it, and I thank you, I have not been asked about this, but I would have spun that thing so brilliantly. But she didn't. She did this to herself, and she needs to be held to account. Now, he brought up something. We got a lot to cover, but he brought up something about how quickly they've scrambled to make this to cover this, right? And this goes right into the an article I think Nis brought, but I want to share this one first. This is my favorite Washington Post journalist or commentator, Jonathan Capehart. And the very first thing he does today was, as quickly as possible, reached out to Hillary Clinton, right? Access, right? That's what they want to be able to do. They want to have access. And he did a quick phone interview with her. And so he asked Clinton for a response. And here's what Clinton told him. In that speech, I was talking about blah, 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 blah. Skip all that. Let's get to the good part where she basically says super predators was a remark. I shouldn't have used those words, and I wouldn't use them today. So immediately they go to the Washington Post. The Washington Post goes to her and tries to put the fire out. This is the bidding. This is the doing. This is what they want. They want to be able to control this as quickly as possible. And so this is the access that Jonathan Capehart wants. This is the duty. This is his job. His role is to take care of Master Hillary Clinton and do whatever he wants, do whatever she demands, and to the detriment of the national conversation. When, and I'll let you guys talk, when any other candidate, any other time, they would have driven the stake through the heart of Bernie Sanders over an incident like this. They would have driven a stake through the heart of Martin O'Malley over an incident like this. But these black journalists in particular, media in general, black journalists in particular, they are letting and they are caping, they're covering for Hillary Clinton to the detriment of their own movement that just last month they were dancing around shouting Black Lives Matter, but now they're coming to the rescue of Hillary Clinton in the face of Black Lives Matter. That right there to me just says that it discredits everything that they've done. And is Hillary Clinton really worth your own personal self-respect and virtue? I can't do it. Solomon, go.
Ben, I don't believe for a second that Capehart went to her in the few hours remaining after this happened. I'm almost certain the Hillary Clinton campaign went to Washington Post and went to him specifically, say, we're going to do this, and you're going to ask this question, and here's a prepared statement we're going to give to you that's going to clear this all up. And the media is going to cover it, and this is how we're going to clear up this issue. And then we're going to have, within a few days, John Lewis, James Clyburn are going to explain this all away. Because that's exactly what they're for.
But last week they're talking about Black Lives Matter, but now you're shutting down Black Lives Matter to protect Hillary Clinton. That part to me is the most disgusting part of this entire thing. Not what Hillary Clinton did. No, I don't expect anything less from Hillary. What's disgusting are the very people who have been pushing Black Lives Matter for the last 2-3 years, all of a sudden shut it down when it comes to Hillary Clinton. That is disgusting.
Yeah, CNN still can't talk about Bernie and the African American vote for South Carolina without playing the same clip of the protesters jumping the stage at him in Seattle. They keep doing it, of them yelling at him and him trying to shake their hand, and they're smacking his hand away and saying, "Don't touch me, white man." And it's like, it's interesting seeing how the media and the political establishment is used, and I hope Black Lives Matter is seeing what they're doing to them. That how the media is so taking advantage of the things they're doing and selectively playing narratives and having them not subconsciously, but unintentionally follow along with this narrative of protests here. The Black Lives Matter are doing a great job of being objective with this, but the media is so ready for this that they are already creating pre-narratives and fitting the different protests, how this is a minority problem for Bernie, but the Black Lives Matter are making mistakes, and Hillary's going to teach them how to protest better because she knows how to do that.
Right.
Because she just knows everything. That's why she's so electable. She can help anybody, really. I mean, she's the greatest candidate. So they should learn something from her.
Let me throw it this way. Actually, yes, I'm coming to you because you brought an article about all of the different people who are presented to us as objective journalists who actually are anything but.